Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to more Let's Play Sonic Heroes. In the last episode, we started off Team Chaotix with the sea stages, and in this episode, we're going to be continuing them with the city stages. Of course, we're starting with Stage 3, Grand Metropolis, and in this episode, we're going to be clearing out the enemies in the city. Ooh, I wonder what that could mean.
Now for the real test. All of you are about to enter Eggman's territory. Are you ready?
Not too late to change your mind.
Why do you think we're here? How else are we gonna make the rent?
Let's go!
So yes, let's go, as Charmy said, and the text down below and the voice coming out of the walkie-talkie, and the, me in the last part, I said one of the missions that we were going to be doing with Team Chaotix is destroying all the enemies in the level. Well, this is that mission, so yes, we have to destroy every single enemy, and it can be a bit annoying to get an A rank on, because if you miss just one, usually your rank will go down to a B rank, because time is very important to your scores in these as well. So let's go ahead and go over here, kill these enemies, but I do believe we can do it. I've practiced this level multiple times so that I don't mess up on recordings, and I just cannot stop talking about my practice run, can I? But anyway, I think that we can do this. I think that I can get an A rank on my first try, and I think that I'm going to do this without too much ire. So let's go ahead and go over here, kill these guys with Charmy, as the game suggests, and usually I go against what the game suggests, so maybe I'm just being nice to the game today, because I want to get this on my first try. Game, please help me out here. You gotta throw me a bone, man. I gotta get this episode out for the fans. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in these hoops, and up here, I guess you could use your invincibility to your advantage and just kill everything without too much ire, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the Team Blast. And wow, that is a lot of rings. Already up to 137, and we kinda just started the level. Let's go ahead and get Vector out and push the switch in here, because in here there's a speed power-up that I would very much like. Well, there's a switch to get a speed power-up, because otherwise that cage would be open there. But I decided the other day, well, yesterday really, that I really like Espio's voice actor in this game. It's actually really good. And like I said in the last episode, none of the voice actors on Team Chaotix are actually like unbearable, and I guess Tails-ish is the adjective I'm gonna use, because Tails, his voice actor's just ugh. Anyway, yeah, I actually quite like all the voice actors on Team Chaotix. The only really time it can get annoying. Hey, I didn't want to flip the turtle. I wanted to kill the turtle. Yeah. But the only time it can really get annoying is when Charmy, if you're trying to fly up and you have to do it multiple times sequentially because you keep missing or something, he always says, "Here we go," or something along those lines, and it can get quite annoying. I wish the game designers had put like multiple phrases in for when the flying characters start flying, because it can get quite tedious hearing the same one over and over. But let's go ahead and use the most ridiculous Team Blast on the planet to kill these guys here. And it looks like we got 10, 5, and 5 was that? I didn't even notice. And wow, I lost all my rings! No, you robot, I hate you! Why would you do such a thing? You're not on the opposite team as I am or anything. Well, I guess we're gonna have to start over with 43 rings, and hopefully that doesn't jeopardize our A rank, because along with time, rings can be a very integral part of your score as well. And I noticed you there, Mr. Robot, trying to hide from my sights. Yeah, make sure that you're not rushing too much and that you don't miss any of the enemies like I appear to be doing here. But let's go ahead and kill these two guys. And this is another teleporter right here. On that ledge down there, if you break all those boxes, you'll find 2 speed power-ups, but I don't need either of them because I have a fully leveled team at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and try to rush through the rest of this level, because I really don't want to have to do this again. Don't want to get a B rank, which is actually the most common rank to get for me if I don't get an A, which is it's just an insult. If I got a C or a D, or even an E, I'd be happier. Be like, okay, I have something terrible that I'm doing that I really need to improve. But a B rank, it's just taunting you. I mean, come on. So anyway, let's go ahead and hit the switch in here, and one enemy is guarding this room. What a maverick, sir. I salute your bravery, going up against Team Chaotix by yourself. I guess he's not all that brave, because he doesn't exactly have like emotions or feelings or even cognitive abilities, as far as I know. But you know, those blue ones are actually the most annoying of the flying enemies, in my opinion. They're the ones who hit me the most, besides the enemies who hit me as a result of a glitch. So go ahead and switch to power formation. You probably should switch onto it on that ramp there, but you know me. And I missed that guy, and I missed him in a practice run as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I get him this time. yeah, the the cannon aligns you doesn't align you directly with that enemy as soon as you get into it, so be careful about that. Go ahead and belly flop, or whatever that move is called, I don't even know, to speed up the process a little bit. And let's go ahead and jump at this, and miss the rings entirely. Wow. This is not a very good run so far, folks. I don't know if we're going to be able to acquire that A rank that I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and go down here, hit these enemies with Charmy, because he happens to be the team member of choice at the moment, and spin up this pole with SBO once again. Here we go with a flying enemy, and I'm actually following the instructions of the game this time. Wow, it's incredible, isn't it? Let's go ahead and go up the spring and see what the world has in store for us here. Another turtle, and we are actually kind of approaching the end of the level, slowly but surely. We have 12 enemies left to go, and I think that's about right for this point in the level. If not, then some of you are probably screaming at the screen, "Oh my gosh, third Mario brother, you missed someone here, and you need to go back and get him." Well, let's go ahead and go over here. Make sure you're not going too fast out of there, or else you might run off the edge. It never happened to me, and it seems that your characters, when they're about to fall off the edge, they tend to stop right before it happens, so I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal if you kept on running there, but I don't know, just be careful. Always look both ways when you're crossing the street, and make sure not to walk off the face of a cliff. That's what my mama taught me. Anyway, let's go over here, and we're up to 81 enemies, and yeah, I think this is about right, because we're almost at the end of the level, and if you've noticed, Team Chaotix's levels are set up kind of similarly to the way that Team Sonic's levels were, so if you know about the layout of Team Sonic's levels, you should be able to guess the, where the end is in Team Chaotix's levels, which happens to be right up here. We're dropped down this pit right here, and you can go ahead and play your Team Blast. There are two robots with shields and pokey sticks here, but I am way too lazy to fight them, and I'd rather take the rings at the end anyway. But if you don't find all the robots on your first go through, there's a flower at the end that you can sting with Charmy. It'll teleport you back to the beginning, and you'll have to run through the entire level again. Quite annoying, but it worked.
Impossible feat. Ultimate ninja power.
And here we are, Stage 4 Power Plant. We're going to be defeating 3 Gold Turtle robots, which is actually quite an easy objective compared to the 85 enemies that we just had to destroy. Gold Turtle robots are a little bit more menacing than just regular old dumpy robots, but you know, it's a lot easier for my stupid small brain to remember 3 different Gold Turtles than 85 different enemies, so a lot easier to get an A rank on this one. So let's go ahead and go up here, switch to Power Formation, and it seems that for Team Chaotix, there's a lot of Power Formation and like collecting 3 rings in rows lined up side by side. I don't know, maybe it's just me, it just seems that way. So there's a flower in there that you can sting, presumably after killing all the enemies in this room. I have absolutely no idea where it goes, and I don't plan on trying it because, you know, I've never had the need to use it before if it's a shortcut, and I don't really care all that much if it's a little bit of an Easter egg, because if it is, it's probably just a 1-up, and that's not much of an Easter egg at all. In fact, that's not even close to what an Easter egg is. What am I talking about? It may be a secret like a 1-up, but I really don't care all that much, because we've got a surplus of lives, as you all know. Let's go ahead and take this guy down with Charmy, and make sure to get those platforms in the previous room with the balloons above them. They rise up after you defeat all the enemies in the room. Normally here you would kill all those enemies first and then hit the switch and then take care of the gold robot in the middle, but since I'm so close to a Team Blast, I'm just going to go ahead and use it and hopefully get some coins out of this. Coins? No, not coins, rings. I think that's one of the first times I've actually made that mistake in this Let's Play, which is actually weird because it seems like a lot of people tend to mix up coins and rings. I mean, there's Sonic and Mario, blue and red, and whoa, I almost got crushed by an anvil there. Luckily, I don't know, maybe I'm comparing Sonic to Mario while I'm playing a Sonic game, and Sonic doesn't like that. He's coming to haunt me. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over here. Stop making lame jokes. Kill that enemy, and you can hit this switch to make this pole rise up. And right here, I'm going to show you a unique feature of Team Chaotix. When you do your tornado jump, SBO turns invisible and leaves his team members behind. The reason to go up here is there's the key right there if you want it, if you haven't already got all the Chaos Emeralds yet. But he turns invisible and leaves his team members behind, and more or less, he's by himself now. Like, if you do a homing attack, only he will attack, but once you do it again, your team members will fly back to you, and if you change to another team member, he will turn visible, tangible, whatever you want to say it, however you want to call it again. And his team members will fly back to him as well. So let's go ahead and go over here, change to Vector, kill this turtle, and I'm not sure, it's kind of weird in this game. All the characters complain about, oh my gosh, I don't think we're going to be able to move on. And then when you turn invisible with Vector again, halfway across the level, they just fly. Like, really, they just teleport or freaking use levitation powers and fly everywhere. Maybe they're just holding back, like Spider-Man is pulling his punches, and these guys are pulling their punches just for the sake of the game. I guess that's kind of cool. So, this one is actually kind of difficultly positioned. Difficultly? I don't even know what the word is, and to be honest, I don't really care. Let's go ahead and take out Vector, break this cage, and now we have to backtrack. Backtracking in a Sonic game? Blasphemy! And that will open that Gold Turtle's cage in case you hadn't seen it before. You can kill him normally by flipping him with SBO, but I am far too lazy to do that. I didn't listen to my mom when I was a kid. She said, work hard, Brian, it'll take you places. I'm like, work hard? Patience is a virtue? What's that? I want my sugar cookies now. But anyway, go ahead and kill that Gold Turtle. I did it with a Team Blast because I'm just that lazy. And let's go ahead and kill all these enemies right there. And somehow that didn't get the middle spring on that. And I wanted to go in the elevator on there. Unfortunately, all we get is a teleporter with Charmy. So let's go ahead and go through here, and we're now at the top of the elevator. There are no elevators in this level. Spoilers! Well, none that we can actually elevate on. We actually, I guess, get to descend on one later, and I guess I should stop talking about the future of the level because we're going to see it in a very short amount of time anyway. So, big loop-to-loop section here, which really recreates the speed of some of the old Sonic games. Let's go ahead and grab this checkpoint, and here we have choices. We can open up 4 flowers, but fortunately they're not all teleporters. That would just be a mean move by the developer's part. We can open them all up. 2 of them have stuff in them. This one here has 10 rings, and this one over here has a flying power-up. Unfortunately, I didn't really have any need for either of those. I guess the 10 rings was nice because, you know, I gotta have a few more rings to put in my piggy bank. I'm saving to go to Sonic College where I learned how to run and never stop running. But let's go ahead and jump on this spring, get 5 extra rings, and those fireballs are red hot. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Guys, fireballs are hot. Did you know that? Who says video games make you stupid? I mean, come on. I didn't know that ever before. And they don't cast shadows. They cast very focused rays of light directly towards the ground that don't expand from their original shape. Bit weird, but this video game has taught me a lesson that I will never forget throughout the duration of my entire life, which makes me very happy. And all the more eager to finish this level because I want to show this game that I love it and that I can get an A rank in it as well. So let's go ahead and fly up here, kill this enemy from far away so we don't have to worry about him later, hit this spring, and now I guess we're kind of on the home stretch. We're right before the room with the final enemy. I'm just going to go ahead and use Team Blast here once again because, yes, as you all know, I am lazy. Got 30 extra rings, which I guess is a good thing. We would have missed out if we had grinded on that rail properly. I almost want to say ground, but again, not sure which is correct. I guess when I'm thinking on the fly when I do a Let's Play, I'm not very good at conjugating the proper verb forms or verb tenses or whatever. And there I go again, not being able to speak English. So let's go ahead and hop in this flower, and you can guess where it's going to take us, because the last one took us above an elevator, this one takes us above an elevator. If you have a Team Blast, you could just kill this turtle from right here. But unfortunately, I don't, so that kind of sucks. I kind of used it up. But down here, there was another Team Blast. And this is actually the way you're supposed to get to the turtle as well. So let's go ahead and hop on Charmy, grab that switch, and now we get to fly all the way back up in a slightly tedious manner, which I don't really like all that much. But hey, I guess it's better than standing on the elevator and waiting for 10 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and fly up here, get a bunch of extra rings on the way, and make sure to change the other direction so that you can get into that ring properly. And let's finish this level off with a Team Blast. And Vector, I think you should be on American Idol, my friend.
Good job. Mission complete.
Awesome! Totally awesome!
Who are those creeps over there?
What's up, SBO?
And you are...
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Who's this broad?
our client's adversary, perhaps.
You mean the bad guys?
You guys don't fool me. I know what you're after. Better stay out of my way. I'll find Eggman's treasure first.
There goes Rouge, typical old Rouge, picking fights with people she doesn't even know. So, let's go ahead and just spam with Charmy again. I like how they were just all casually walking on this platform, even though there's like no way to get on or off of it. It looked like they were going somewhere, but it's really just a hexagon, and you can't really do anything with it. So, let's go ahead and spam with Charmy. I heard there's another method of doing this fight where you can turn invisible with SBO and the other team will just not know where you are, but I tried it in practice, couldn't do it, so this works for me. Thank you all for watching this episode of Sonic Heroes. Tune in next time where we continue Team Chaotix with the casino stages.